Thank you, everyone. Welcome, welcome. Thank you. Thanks, everybody. It's hidden far away, but someday I may tell the tale of metal tango. When into your world I fell. Without you now I wander soaking, secretly afraid. But in your grasp the fears don't last, though some of them have stayed. And saw you dancing with lay you up on Limo's bed. And I was foggy, rather groggy. You helped me to my car, the binder belt enclosing me, a sample in a jar. Stands unfolding with all the willies and their wares. I shuffle by, alert but numb to all the glances and the glares. I think of you unheeding, all the times I raised my cup. It's now I know that you knew that I'd soon end up. I wheeled around because I didn't hear what you had said, and saw you dancing with you up on Limo's bed. And I was foggy, rather groggy. You helped me to my car, the binder belt enclosing me, a sample in a jar. You tricked me like the others, and now I don't belong. The simple smiles and good times seem all wrong. I wheeled around because I didn't hear what you had said, and saw you dancing with you up on Limo's bed. And I was foggy, rather groggy. You helped me to my car, the binder belt enclosing me, a sample in a jar, a sample in a jar. Thanks, everybody. Thank you. When I jumped off, I had a bucket full of thoughts. When I first jumped off, I held my bucket in my hand. Ideas that would take me all around the world. I stood and watched the smoke behind the mountain curl. It took me a long time to get back on the train. Now I'm gone and I'll never look back again. I'm gone and I'll never look back at all. You know I'll never look back again. I turned my face into the howling wind. It took me a long time to get back on that train. See my face in that town that's flashing by. See me standing in the station in the rain. See me running there beside the car. I left it all behind me and I traveled far. It took me a long time to get back on that train. When I jumped off, I had a bucket full of thoughts. When I jumped off, the bucket in my hand. Ideas that would take me all around the world. I stood and watched the smoke behind the mountain curl. It took me a long time to get back on that train. It took me a long time to get back on the train. It took me a long time to get back on the train. It took me a long time to get back on the train. Thank you, everybody. All right. Hello. Thank you so much for having me here. It's so good to be back. You see how I say back? You guys don't invite me back often enough. I miss you. Sit at home. When are they going to invite me back to Clearwater? The years tick by. It's been 31 years since you guys asked me to come back here. If it's 30 more years, the next time I come back, I'm going to be like 118 years old. However old I am now. I don't know what. Yes. Okay, I love doing this, but I got to do it this time. And I don't know if I'm going to believe you, but was anybody at Boatyard Village? I don't believe you. I don't believe that all the people that just yelled were at Boatyard Village in 1994. I don't believe you. Okay, I'm trying this again. Ready? This is going to be a test of the honesty of the people of Clearwater. You ready? Don't yell unless you were at Boatyard Village in 1994. Really? Wow. Well, it's so nice to see you again, because if I remember correctly, we had a beautiful barbecue. We did. We played at Boatyard Village, which is a very cool little venue that I don't think is around anymore, but they used to have some great acts there. When we were there, they told us that Chuck Berry had played there, Jerry Lee Lewis, some of these very classic Fats Domino, and it was like a venue that was kind of like up on stilts and all this stuff, and we had to ride in a boat to get to the stage. This is all true. I have incredible memories of this, but the part that I love the most, this is when you last invited me here 31 years ago, was that after this show, we all had a barbecue with the people who were in the audience. I'm not kidding. So I will go on with the show now, but I'm expecting my barbecue after this is over. Thank you. If you're just staring at your walls, observing echoing footfalls from tenants wandering distant halls, this one is for you. If children playing all around, to you is noise not pleasant sound, and you'd be lost on the playground. This one is for you, all alone the life you lead, a silent diner where you feed. You bow your head, pretend to read. This one is for you. slip past strangers in the street. There's no one that you'd care to meet. Longing for your TV seat. This one is for you. If you're just staring at your walls. If you're just staring at your walls. This one is for you. This one is for you. This one is for you. Thank you. Checking you guys out on this one. The shoulder that I leaned on was carved out of stone. When I'm done freezing, I wanna be alone. Never want my hand cut off. Never needed cliffside push. Thank you. You always give me what I lack. Always recognize your fate. Left is where I always turn. Left the route my walking takes. Up against a person who, up from hell the answer blew. Up or down, it's up to you. Draw me off the Chinese wall and peel my fingers off the rim. I come unglued while in midair and land to reform. Limb by limb by limb by limb by limb by limb by. Help me out with this bad part because I can't do it. Lingering slowly, melting away. Thank you. Tossed with the salad and veiled with the hay. Pooling like water that drips from above. Trampled by lambs and pecked by the dove. Silence is suddenly smothering me. Nothing I touch and nothing I see possesses a pulse or is fit to be seen. If I am a drone, then where is my queen? Drop me off the Chinese wall and peel my fingers off the rim. I come unglued while in midair and land to reform. Limb by limb. That was beautiful. Thank you, guys. Thank you. There is the tower, like a solitary flower, standing in the snow, and the wolves all wait below. And you're walking on the ledge, throwing bread crusts off the edge, as you sing in a voice so clear, and my name I think I hear, concealed within the theme then it disappears as steam. And I'm standing far below, watching wolves you seem to know, as your voice still carries on in your never-ending song. My blood begins to boil, bones melt into oil, hissing liquid in the snow as my body melts below. Then a ripple sends a beam of sunlight dancing through the steam. My now unfettered soul has direction I control. To your tower I draw near, but do I see a trace of fear? The approaching sound of hooves now scatters all the wolves. You briefly watch the horsemen ride, then you quickly run inside. The riders' weapons gleam, and the horses' nostrils steam. There's no time to reflect. Who is this man? I must protect you. In your rider's hands I see he holds your prison's only key. He glances up and glares, then he starts to climb the stairs. I can tell you're terrified, so I quickly run inside. Then I hear a fateful scream as your soul joins mine as soared in flight. Blissful weeks turned into seasons. Then one day without a reason or goodbye you flew below, back to the animals you know. Now you forever sing your song with the wolves where you belong. And alone I often dream I hear you singing in the steam. Thanks, everybody. Thank you. There's a little cave out back where I can go to hide. When I'm there, I always phone you up to say goodbye. Somehow I can never seem to find the words I seek. Or maybe it's just that the signal is too weak. Or maybe it's that satellites are really hard to find, and my tiny dish was never properly aligned. The words I want to tell you just get lost up in the sky. Or maybe I just don't wanna say goodbye. I'm so far gone, I'm barely here, caught in between. I'm nowhere near, I'm far beyond, lost in the pack, so far behind, I can't come back. There's a special stretch of road I drive to clear my mind. A river crosses underneath, then back a couple times. Then it finally makes a turn to where I cannot say. Maybe it leads me back to you someday. I'm so far up, I'm out in space, can't see ahead. I've lost my place. I'm so far out, I'm in again, so long as you remain my friend. So far gone, I'm barely here, caught in between, I'm nowhere near. I'm far beyond, lost in the pack, so far behind, I can't come back. I'm so far up, I'm out in space, can't see ahead, I've lost my place. I'm so far out, I'm in again, so long as you remain my friend. So long as you remain my friend. So long as you remain my friend. Don't wanna be an actor pretending on the stage. Don't wanna be a writer with my thoughts out on the page. Don't wanna be a painter 'cause everyone comes to look. Don't wanna be anything where my life's an open book. A dream, it's true, but I'd see it through if I could be wasting my time with you. Don't wanna be a farmer working in the sun. Don't wanna be an outlaw always on the run. Don't wanna be a climber reaching for the top. Don't wanna be anything where I don't know when to stop. A dream, it's true, but I'd see it through if I could be wasting my time with you. So if I'm inside your head, don't believe what you might have read. You'll see what I might have said. To hear it, come waste your time with me. Come waste your time with me. So if I'm inside your head, don't believe what you might have read. You'll see what I might have said. To hear it, come waste your time with me. Time with me. Come waste your time with me. Come waste your time with me. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, oh, oh. Come waste your time with me. Come waste your time with me. Thanks, you guys. Welcome, this is a farmhouse. We have cluster flies, alas, and this time of year is bad. We are so very sorry, there is little we can do but swat them. She didn't beg, or not enough. She didn't stay when things got tough. I told a lie and she got mad. She wasn't there when things got bad. I never ever saw the northern lights. Never really heard of cluster flies. Never ever saw the stars so bright. In the farmhouse things would be alright. I never ever saw the northern lights. Never really heard of cluster flies. Never ever saw the stars so bright. Woke this morning to the stinging lash. Every man rise from the ash. Each betrayal begins with trust. Every man returns to dust. I never ever saw the northern lights. Never really heard of cluster flies. Never ever saw the stars so bright. I never ever saw the northern lights. Never really heard of cluster flies. I never ever saw the northern lights. Welcome, this is a farmhouse. Never ever saw the northern lights. Never ever saw the stars so bright. Never ever saw the stars so bright. Saw the stars so bright. I never ever saw the stars so bright. Years ago now. You guys want me to egg the world, don't you? Really can't be sure. That's when it all began then. I heard the knock upon my door. And the Wolfman's brother came down on me. Well, the telephone was ringing. That's when I handed it to Liz. Said this isn't who it would be if it wasn't who it is. It's a Wolfman's brother, the Wolfman's brother coming down on me. So I might be on a side street or a stairway to the stars. I hear the high-pitched cavitation of propellers from afar. It's a Wolfman's brother, the 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 Wolfman's brother coming down on me. So with meaningless excitement and smooth atonal sound, it's like a cross between a hurricane and a ship that's run aground. It's a wolfman's brother, the 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 wolfman's brother. Coming down, it's wolfman's brother, the wolfman's brother, it's wolfman's brother, it's wolfman's brother. Thank you. Thanks, everybody. Look, you know, thank you. You know, all kidding aside, it's an incredible honor to be here in Clearwater and here in Florida, you know, like not frequent enough. Thank you for... obviously we've had some good times in this state. I guess we're probably, I don't know, I might be wrong about this, like 3 hours or something like this from Big Cypress, maybe? Is that right? 3 hours? That was a good time. Wow. Woo. God. I'd like to do it again. I heard that. Yes, I agree. Please. The part that's interesting when you think back about that, there's a couple of funny things about it. That one was that whole Y2K thing. You remember that? Like everybody thought the world was going to end, or whatever was going to happen. People really thought that. A cheesecake, yeah. Yeah, okay. Cheesecake. I always have interesting food experiences when I come visit your beautiful state. Cheesecake would have been one of them. But yesterday, I had the most incredible grouper sandwich. I mean, it was that good. It was that good. People kept telling me, they're like, you gotta have a grouper sandwich. I'm like, wow, this is really good. I mean, and the guy, I went to the cash register, and I got this grouper sandwich, and it was like, you know, toasted, grilled sourdough with a lime aioli, and this incredibly fresh grouper. And the guy said to me, you know, do you want like fries or coleslaw or whatever the other thing was? Okay, no, I didn't want kale. Unfuck kale. But, and I wanted to get, it's so funny, but completely true. I really wanted to get the coleslaw, but I used to wash dishes in this deli called Sid's Deli. For two years, I was a dishwasher when I was younger in this deli, Sid's Deli, and I used to work with this guy. His name was Walter. I was the you know, working the dish, you know, the dishwasher thing, whatever, for like hours. It just, the dishes never stopped coming, you know. And this guy Walter was a cook. He used to work next to me, and we were kind of friends. And he would give me food all the time. He'd be like, psst, hey, psst, hey, and I'd like soap all over my hands, and like I'd turn over and he'd like take like a steak and like throw it at me. Hoping like our boss wouldn't come through the door, you know. This guy was a character, and he had like, you know, like the. Anyway, he sort of had a problem with. He was a very sweaty man. He sweated profusely, and it was hot in the kitchen, you know. The Hobart. I was working the Hobart, you know. It's the dishwasher. And it was very hot back there, and it was fast, and we're moving. It was pretty much mostly him and me. And he used to wear like, sort of like a, you know, one of those cut-off white t-shirts with no sleeves. He was very sweaty. Anyway, one of Walter's jobs, Walter didn't just cook the meals, he also made the coleslaw. So the way, I'm not making this up, man. I am not making this up. And the way he made the coleslaw, you guys are never gonna eat coleslaw. We had this huge, one of those huge mixer things with like a big silver, it was like a huge bowl with and he would take like a 5 or a 10 gallon, you know, thing of mayonnaise and and put it in there, like a couple of heads of cabbage and whatever else went in the coleslaw, oil and all this stuff. And then he would stick his entire arms into this thing. Mix the whole thing up with his arms. And I have never eaten coleslaw. I never get the coleslaw. I don't eat coleslaw anymore. Ever since I can't unsee it. Anyway, yesterday when I got the grouper sandwich, the guy said, "Do you want coleslaw?" I was like, nah, I don't want any coleslaw, man. So thank you, Walter. I got the fries. I'll take the fries. I want something that was boiled in hot oil for a really long time before I stick it in my mouth. Fuck coleslaw. And a bumper sticker is born. You guys just saw a bumper sticker be born. Fuck coleslaw. The next time I see you, I'll be back on coleslaw again. Unfuck coleslaw. Spatchcock coleslaw. Okay, I'll play that. You gotta follow that with a request. Thanks, you guys. Thank you, Walter. Every time I think about it, so I gotta shut up here to get myself in trouble. This is the second time this story I talked about. I also had the biggest crush on this waitress who worked there, who was like 5 years old. I was like 16 or something like this. She had a Volkswagen Bug. Never noticed me back there on the Hobart. She'd come in to get some, I was like, washing the dishes. It's like, no, dude. Okay. You're all very patient, thank you. I'd like to live beneath the dirt, a tiny space to move and breathe is all that I would ever need. I wanna live beneath the dirt, where I'd be free from push and shove, like all those swarming up above. Beneath their heels I'll spend my time. I'll wriggle in the earth and dew. And sometimes I will think of you. And if you ever think of me, kneel down and kiss the earth and show me what this thought is worth. I'll never hear your voice again. tell you about the driver who lives inside my head. Starts me up and stops me and puts me into bed. He opens up my mouth when it's time for me to talk, and fires up my legs when he wants me to walk. Keeps my eyes open most of the day, adds to my memories the things that people say. When he makes decisions, I don't have to wait. Sometimes it seems that he's got too much on his plate. Like this morning when I woke up and he dressed me in this shirt that looks a little ragged, where he dragged me through the dirt. I'm moving through this life and I'm thinking about the next, and hoping when I get there I'll be better dressed. Keeps my eyes open most of the day, adds to my memories the things that people say. When he makes decisions, I don't have to wait. I'll tell you about the driver who lives inside my head. Happy, happy, oh my friend. Blow out candles once again. Leave the presents all inside. Take my hand and let's take a ride backwards down the number line. You were 8 and I was 9. Do you know what happened then? Do you know why we're still friends? Laughing all these many years, we pushed through hardships, tasted tears, made a promise, one to keep. I can still recite it in my sleep every time a birthday comes. Call your friend and sing a song, or whisper it into his ears, or write it down, just don't miss a year. Decide what it contains, how long it goes, but this remains. The only rule is it begins. Happy, happy, oh my friend. You decide what it contains, how long it goes, but this remains. The only rule is it begins. Happy, happy, oh my friend. And all my friends come backwards down the number line. Down the number line. All my friends come backwards down the number line. All my friends. And when I see you coming down the line with eyes wide open, somewhere in between the past and future, where you drift in time, you can't see a different point of view. You decide what it contains, how long it goes, but this remains. The only rule is it begins. Happy, happy, oh my friend. You decide what it contains, how long it goes, but this remains. The only rule is it begins. All my friends come backwards down the number line. All my bed, trying to stop these demons that keep dancing in my head. Down with disease and before the dawn, 1,000 barefoot children outside, dancing on my lawn. Dancing on my lawn, and I keep waiting for the time when I can finally say, this has all been wonderful, but now I'm on my way. When I think it's time to leave it all behind, try to find a way to, there's nothing I can say to make it stop. Stop, 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 stop. Down with disease and the jungle's in my mind. They're climbing up my waterfalls and swinging on my mind. So I try to hear the music, but I'm always losing time, 'cause they're stepping on my rhythm and they're stealing all my line. Stealing all my lines, and I keep waiting for the time when I can finally say, this has all been wonderful, but now I'm on my way. When I think it's time to leave it all behind, try to find a way to, but there's nothing I can say to make it stop. Stop, 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 stop. For the time when I can finally say, this has all been wonderful, but now I'm on my way. When I think it's time to leave it all behind, try to find a way to, there's nothing I can say to make it stop. Stop, 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 stop. Finally say, this has all been wonderful, but now I'm on my way. Waiting for the time when I can finally say, this has all been wonderful, but now I'm on my way. Passing through the corridor, I came upon an aging knight who leaned against the wall in gnarly armor. He was on his way to see the king. Wilson, Wilson, Wilson. He led me through the streets of Prussia, talking as he tried to crush a bug that scurried underneath his boot heel. He said there was a place where we should go. So he led me through the forest, through the edge of a lagoon, by which we wandered till we reached a bubbly spring. The night grew very quiet as we stood there. He lifted up his visor and turned to me and he began to sing. He said, I come from the land of darkness. He said, I come from the land of doom. He said, I come from the land of game engine, from the bend of the big baboon. But I never am going back there, and I couldn't if I tried. 'Cause I come from the land of lizards, and the lizards they have died. 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 were a race of people practically extinct from doing things smart people don't do. He said he was once a lizard too. His name was Rutherford the Brave, and he was on his quest to save his people from the fate that lay before them. Their clumsy end was perilously near. The lizards would be saved, he said, if they could be enlightened by the writings of the helping friendly book. In all the pressure, only one existed. Wilson had declared that any person who possessed it was a crook. Said I come from the land of darkness, said I come from the land of doom, said I come from the land of demons, from the land of the big baboon. But I never am going back there, and I couldn't if I tried, 'cause I come from the land of lizards, and the lizards they have died, and the lizards they have died, and the lizards they have died, and the lizards they have died. Helping friendly book, it seemed, possessed the ancient secrets of eternal joy and never-ending splendor. The trick was to surrender to the flow. We walked along beneath the moon, he led us through the bush till soon we saw before our eyes a raging river. He said we can swim it if we try. And saying this, the knight dove in, forgetting that his suit of arms would surely weigh him down, and so he sunk. And as his body disappeared before me, I bowed my head in silence and remembered all the thoughts that he had thunk. He said I come from the land of darkness, he said I come from the land of doom, he said I come from the land of lizard, from the land of the big baboon. But I never am going back there, and I couldn't if I tried, 'cause I come from the land of lizards, and the lizards they have oh, 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 gone, 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 whoa, 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 gone, 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 whoa, 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 whoa. life in slow motion, feet are in the clay. I'm going nowhere, been standing here all day. I had a notion there was something more to do. As I watched the water from the banks of the river, it swelled and grew. And I tilt to the left, lean to the right, tilt to the left and lean to the right. Walked on coal and slept on glass amid swords of sound and daggers of light. And my heart is screaming, 'cause half of what I say is lies, and it takes so much to keep up this disguise. It takes so much to keep up this disguise. I see a doorway in the haze and I'm trying to get to it. The stars are peepholes in a wall, but we can walk through it. And the memory's still so real, the memory's still so real. I guess it's never really over, even when it's over. But I'm vibrating with love and light, pulsating with love and light in a world gone mad, a world gone mad. There must be something more than this. I'm vibrating with love and light, pulsating with love and light in a world gone mad, a world gone mad. There must be something more. And the trumpet call is sounding, the trees are bending low. There's a great fire in the distance. There must be something more than this. And our shadows will all be dancing with red dust on our clothes when we leave by a tornado. Elbows in the clouds and feet in the sky. And we're vibrating with love and light, pulsating with love and light in a world gone mad, a world gone mad. There must be something more than this. We're vibrating with love and light, pulsating with love and light in a world gone mad, a world gone mad. There must be something more. Thank you, everybody. Thanks, everybody. Ah, yes. So if you guys could please give a very, very warm welcome. I'm going to shift gears here a little bit right now. and bring out an absolute dear friend of mine for many years who's going to play a couple songs with me. My friend Jeff Tanski is going to come out. Come on out, Jeff. Hey, brother. Thank you. Hi, Jeff. Okay. We're figuring out what we're going to play with Jeff. Sky, the wind blows high. Divided sky, the wind blows high. Now that you've deceived me and played my name around and hung those nasty flyers on all the buildings in town, dribbled my possessions in a ring around the earth, and bought and sold my self-control for less than it was worth. Now I know the reason that I'm feeling so forlorn. I'll pick you up at 8 as usual. Listen for my horn. I know you know that you are me and I am you, and we are here. So take me down, take me down. I know you know that you are me and I am you, and we are here, and you're the one to take me down. So take me down. Walk slowly, step, and you can listen while you drown. So quiet, I can almost hear my pulse in my ears. Walk slowly, step, and you can listen while you drown. So quiet, I can almost hear my pulse in my ears. I know you know that you are me and I am you, and we are here, and you're the one to take me down. So take me down. My lips, the cool air pushes me down. In a rush, I turn my head, and you know why? 'Cause you are me and I am you, and we are here. You caught my eye, and if it's now, then let it all be you. The forest and I can feel it all unwind. I remember when the stars aligned. Now I'm tumbling blind, I'm tumbling blind, tumbling blind, tumbling blind. Ghost of the forest, ghost of the forest, ghost of the forest, ghost of the forest. I'm drowning in my own mind. I'm drowning in images. I'm drowning in thoughts. I'm drowning in bitterness. I'm drowning in memories. I'm drowning in anger. I'm drowning in regrets. I'm drowning in hatred. I'm drowning in yesterday. I'm drowning in tomorrow. I'm drowning in my own mind. 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 I've been waiting in the velvet sea. I've been waiting in the velvet sea. I've been waiting in the velvet sea. I've been waiting in the, I've been waiting in the, I've been waiting in the velvet sea. I've been waiting in the velvet sea. I've been waiting in the velvet sea. I've been waiting in the, I've been waiting in the. I took a moment from my day and wrapped it up in things you say. Mailed it off to your address. You'll get it pretty soon, unless the packaging begins to break and all the points I tried to make are tossed with thoughts into a bin. Time leaks out, my life leaks in. You won't find moments in a box, and someone else will set your clocks. I took a moment from my day and wrapped it up in things you say and mailed it off to you. You won't find moments in a box, and someone else will set your clocks. I took a moment from my day. I've been waiting in the velvet sea. I've been waiting in the velvet sea. I've been waiting in the velvet sea. I've been waiting in the, I've been waiting in the, I've been waiting in the velvet sea. I've been waiting in the velvet sea. I've been waiting in the velvet sea. I've been waiting in the, I've been waiting in the. hard to keep. For when my eyes were watching hers, they closed, and I was still asleep. For when my hand was holding hers, she whispered words, and I woke, and faintly bouncing round the room, the echo of whomever spoke. And I woke, and faintly bouncing round the room, the echo of whomever spoke. The place I sought was far beneath the surface of the sea. My sight was poor, but I was sure the siren sang this song for me. They dance above me as I sing. I see them through a crystal haze, and hear that sweet sound bouncing round the never-ending choral maze. The crystal haze, and hear them bouncing round the room, the never-ending choral maze. Then before and now once more, I'm bouncing round the room. That time then, and once again, I'm bouncing round the room. That time then, and once again, I'm bouncing round the room. That time then, and once again, I'm bouncing round the room. That time then, and once again, and I woke, and faintly bouncing round the room, the echo of whomever spoke. And I woke, and faintly bouncing round the room, the echo of whomever spoke. And I woke, and faintly bouncing round the room, the echo of whomever spoke. And I woke, and faintly bouncing round the room, the echo of whomever spoke. And I Thank you, Mr. Miner. 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 Thank you, Mr. Hood. The light that swirls around you 6½ minutes ago was on the surface of the sun. That's about how long that it would take for me to pack my things and run. In the future, I'll have been here. That's all I know for sure. The rest of it is pretty much a blur. When the floods come to purify the sinners, I'll be gone, that much is sure. If I could be just 1/10 of the person that you are, if you could walk around inside my head for just a minute, you'd know how confusion really feels. I can't even tell anymore what's a lie and what is real. So bear the loss lightly and try hard not to flinch. We'll escape into the deep, dark woods. Dynamite the damage, comb through the mess and carry what was good. If I could be just 1/10 of the person that you are, the light that swirls around you 6½ minutes ago was on the surface of the sun. The light that swirls around you 6½ minutes ago was on the surface of the sun. Thanks, Robbie. Thanks, everybody. Thank you.
Fluffhead.
was a change. That's it. His eyes were clear and pure, but his mind was so deranged. Thank you. Asking for some bills. The banker said, I ain't got that, but I sure got some powerful bills. Oh yeah! Fluffhead. Check it out. Tipsy, full, boozy, groggy, elevated, branded, editor, hellborn, elf child, roadhog, mountain, fortune hunter, man beheaded her. Bad bug, expanse, mass, lump, block, oh. Tipsy, full, boozy, groggy, elevated, branded, editor. Martyr, stranded, level-headed boy, you better bend soon. You're luscious, honey, sugar, mellifluous, life is gonna end. That buck, expanse, mass, lump, blood, cloud. Rabbit, victim, martyr, stranded, level-headed boy, you better bend. you so much, everybody. Thank you for having us. Wilson, king of pressure, I lay this hate on you. Wilson, duke of lizards, I beg it all tuned for you. Talk my duke get mounted, helping friendly boy. You know, as far as fiefdom, I think you bad crook. Wilson, king of pressure, I lay this hate on you. Wilson, duke of lizards, I beg it all tuned for you. Thinking that you're the worst one. I must inquire, Wilson, can you still have fun? Can you still have any fun now, Wilson? Whoa, 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 whoa. Can you still have any fun now, Wilson? Hey everybody, this is DJ Bobstar, and I just wanted to say thank you, and please be kind and subscribe to this channel.